If sexual experiences were like trading cards, what would be your rarest card? 6 in a dugout. I frocked a 40-year-old virgin. Don't recommend. Put my foot through a wall while getting some extra leverage. The 5 some. Me and my best friend. A and M, males, and 3 girls. S and K and T. 1 girl was his girlfriend. S. 1 turned into my girlfriend many months later. K. And the 3rd was a mutual friend of ours. T. We had a 6 centipede going at one point, A greater than S greater than K greater than T greater than M. It was pretty mind-blowing. Among other things, I found out afterwards that my best friend was extremely turned on watching his GF do things with other people. Crazy times. A few years ago, I dated a girl who was paralyzed from the waist down. She never had 6 after her accident because she thought she wouldn't be able to feel anything down there. It turns out she just couldn't feel as far as her fingers could reach. After experimenting for a bit, we were able to have good old-fashioned anginal 6. She spent a long time believing she'd never enjoy 6 after her accident. So being able to help her experience that part of her life again is what I'm the most proud of. In my eyes. It's a limited edition. Edit. Thanks for the gold, my fellow internet stranger. I'll be sure to pay it forward. Actually had 6 with a step-sibling. Passing a state trooper while in a very compromising situation. Then the lights. Middle of the night, having 6 with my GF, then hearing my sister yell from the hall. The last thing I wanna hear is you two fucking. Waking up the rest of my family. A shower 6 orgasm so intense she literally fainted. Late to reply, but I just want a, you, Avery Brave taco achievement. Cock blocked by a dog puking up a tampon on the bed. 7 years of marriage without 6. Was having 6 while people were watching soccer in the other room. She came. I came. Their team scored. Everyone cheered. I think my collection consists of a single card that I picked up in the rain, but it turned out to be a knockoff. I would just like to point out that as of this moment you, a very brave taco, has received 54 silvers, 10 golds and 2 platinums from this thread alone. Edit. Thanks to you, 666 piece keep a girl. The count currently stands at 76 gold awards, 222 silver awards, 30 Santa Nice awards, 11 Santa Rocket Like awards, 21 Platinum awards, 10 CYBERGIFT awards, 1 Santa Na award, 2 Wholesome awards, 4 Rocket Toboggan awards, 1 Dank award, 1 Original award, 1 242,000 upvotes. ERPed for virtual currency in World of Warcraft. Basically an e-prostitute. Gave my boyfriend his first to completion blowthrob. And he came so hard it almost came out my nose. 6 underneath the Hollywood sign. After they put the fence up. Came back from a night of heavy drinking with the GF, and apparently got busy. I don't remember the act. I just woke up to see 3 used condoms. And all the makeup she had been wearing was pressed into the wall. My GF at the time surprised me by tying me up, gagging me and put a dildo in my butt. It was the best nut I've ever had. Having 6 with a very brave taco. Making prolonged eye contact with a girl. 6 in a bounce house. I was part of a foursome and came so many times I was weak-kneed for hours. I got very oversensitive towards the end and sat back to just watch. 2 out of the 4 of us hadn't come yet, so after I tapped out, I became what I called the 6 referee. Need a condom? I got you. Where's the lube? I found it. All done. I brought water for everyone. It was awesome. Frocked on a hammock and no one fell off. 6 while scuba diving. Horrible frocking 6. But definitely a rare shiny card. A woman swallowing. Maybe a pinky in the booty. My release had exceptionally high pressure at the climax of my first handjob. It hit the wall more than 5 feet away. I'm pretty vanilla. So that's probably my only card that isn't from the starter deck. I have accidentally turned down more 6 because I didn't correctly read the signs than anyone I know. The double nut. Gymnastic. Perks. Flexible. Can do complex things. 50-50 bet. Will introduce you to insane positions sometimes. If unprepared gives effect called confusion. 6. Threesome on a Ferris wheel. I once fisted 2 people at once. I refer to it as my meat gloves experience. I wasn't even that into it sexually. Just kind of happened and I thought it'd make a funny story later on. It's for threads like this that I regret turning down the opportunity to sleep with a man from Greenland. Frocked a police officer, literally broke the law. Got a blowjob in the middle of a field. Turns out I was sitting on an anthill. I started to get bitten, so I jumped up, which surprised the girl who bit my dig and made it bled. She had braces. Y'all out there having sex while I'm here. Not having sex. SRY. My flawed social life doesn't allow me to collect those cards. Getting a blowthrob at work from an ex-escort that was able to take her teeth out. Driving down the highway in my old Chevy S10 with a 5 SPD manual and bench seat. GF at the time was wearing a skirt and thorny as frock. She gets on top and goes to town while I'm driving. Semi-truck honked as we drove past cause she waved at him. Edit, spelling. 6 in grandma's bed. Accidentally touching hands with a stranger. Finger bang 2 girls in a library, at the same time. Squirting my boyfriend's cream pie on his face. I call it the return to sender. Edit. Where are you, Taco? GF stopped having sex with me because we did it for so long once that she developed orgasm migraines. Before you crack the joke that headaches are supposed to happen beforehand or that she was faking it. A. I already made that joke to her. B. You're supposed to fake the orgasm, not the crippling migraine. Edit. Heads. 2. Headaches. I got told by a hot older woman, 39, me 29 at the time, that I had the pleasure of dating for a bit. You eat fussy like a lesbian. I'm a man. And she was far more sexually adventurous than me. But I'd like to reconnect and try to get on her level. I also want that compliment recorded and notarized. It really meant a lot to me. Doing it at work, in a strip bar with my own husband posing as a customer. Trying to not get caught doing it during a lap dance. Expected to get fired. Do experiences that happen in dreams count? I'm not proud, but it was probably meeting a girl on Tinder who ended up having an ankle bracelet who snorted a line in my front seat before we moved to the back seat. I also, unfortunately, had to drive her to get the line about 15 miles away. I was a somewhat extreme version of young, dumb, and full of cum. Had sex with a 21-year-old and a 40-year-old woman less than 24 hours apart. Frocking under a church. Edit. For those wondering, it was drainage tunnel for flash floods built under a Spanish mission dating to the late 1600s. The boss's daughter. Receiving oral stimulation while she's taking a poop. It's an alternative card to the Blumpkin Lotus. I won't even have a deck. Got a BJ in the college yearbook office, overlooking the campus. Also booty called a girl who drove over 100 miles to come hook up. She drove home the same night. Jerking myself off through the walls of the angina and ass. To be more specific, engaging in anal sex and having 2 fingers and a thumb inside the angina, and I was able to grab myself as I was sliding in and out. It was crazy hot. 6 with a Zulu woman who wondered what it was like to frock a white man, the beneficiary of someone's sex tourism. Same thing, actually. Also in Africa. With a Muslim girl who was allowed to travel for a school, college, I should emphasize, trip, and figured it was the only chance she was going to get. My boyfriend throwing up after eating me out. To be fair, it wasn't from any smell. Just poor timing. Frockin' asexual. I fingered my ex so well she couldn't think straight. No idea how that happened, but it was a good hour of her not paying attention to what I was saying and occasionally saying she still felt aftershocks. Fun times. Faking an orgasm as a man. Putting my whole hand into my ex GF. Thanks to you, a very brave Taco, we are all witnessing internet history. Gave head while watching Shrek the Musical. Slept with a guy who came so hard he started convulsing and twitching for a good couple minutes after. It'd be one of those two for sure. Back when Craigslist still had casual encounters. I met a woman who was sleeping around to get revenge on her abusive ex. I got a hotel room and we got busy. Was wanting to see a movie afterwards. So I asked her if she wanted to tag along. We went and got dinner afterwards. We've been together 2 years now. TLDR, had 6 and then asked her on a date afterwards. Edit. Wow, this blew up. To everyone wondering, she stopped sleeping around shortly after she met me and it's been exclusively just us since. She had tried leaving him already like 6 different times but always went back because she didn't have a support system. Divorce was finalized and she changed her name back to her maiden one. She went on a keto diet and has lost 100 pounds since last year. She is doing very well. Get the unmarried pastor's daughter pregnant. Edit. It was the daughter who was unmarried. In hindsight, I can see how my sentence was unclear. Please stop making the same lame jokes about an unmarried pastor. 6 on acid. Threesome. Roadhead. Y'all have had some crazy lives. Blowy at the Grand Canyon Fuick. Cowgirl while driving down the 405 or BJ on the bus from DC to NYC. My wife's V card, there was only one. And I got it. Triple orifice. BJ. Anginal and anal. Same woman, same night. 3 nuts. In law school. She was beautiful and sexy and loved doing everything. 6 in my office during work hours. Blowthrob on a sidewalk during rush hour. Anal while she was on the phone with her mom. Handjob while sitting at the end of a bar. Frocking a literal billionaire's daughter on the deck of his yacht while he and his buddies were in the front bar eating the 7-course degustación I had just finished preparing. My ex had a brainstem glioma that went misdiagnosed as a minor seizure disorder. Every time I made her have an orgasm, she would have a grand mal seizure and go postictal for about 5 minutes. She insisted we keep having intercourse though. And as a paramedic, I never had a problem treating her during her downtime. 6 with a white MILFI was 22. She bought me Chili's. Threesome with identical twins. I have an extra nipple in my armpit. And my ex tried to play with it to turn me on. It didn't work, and he complained that everything tasted like deodorant after. No sit. Buddy, not sure what that card would be called. But it was certainly an experience. Edit. A number of medical professionals in the comments have alerted me that it's likely a skin tag, not an extra nipple. I don't really care what it is. The ex truly believed it was an extra nipple and wanted to see if it had any sensation. I just kinda rolled with it because I didn't know what to say at the time. Edit 2. Removed blurry photo evidence because I was getting some really weird messages. It's probably a skin tag or mole. And the photo wasn't even in focus. Can y'all please not be weirdly thorny for 2 seconds? Having 4 different women in my bed in 48 hours, including a FFF threesome that we ended in time for us to all go together to see the latest Star Wars film on opening night. BDSM threesome inside a church. Shish, don't tell anyone. Sibling rivalry. Sleep with 2 girls who happened to be sisters. Not at the same time. Hooked up with a girl I met at a party. We had sex a couple times and went our separate ways. Months later, reconnecting with a girl from high school and ended up dating with lots of sex included. It was an interesting dinner when I came over to meet her family and her sister recognized me. The family doesn't know. But both sisters do. Still dating to this day. Made a woman orgasm so many times she went temporarily blind. Snuck in the chancellor's ballroom at my university. Closed the curtains and went at it. I remember looking up from her for a brief moment and locking eyes with an oil painting of the chancellor and his wife. Put ping pong balls in my ex's fussy till she was filled up. She had a weird fetish of shooting them across the room this way. Then I frocked her in the ass until they all came out. We called it the Pez dispenser. Had 6 with Telos using my DSIM. Hot tub 6. Or 6 up against a golf cart. A very brave taco is not the hero we deserve, but the hero we need in this thread. Having a threesome in a graveyard. Had a one-night stand with a foreign exchange student from France. In a college dorm room. My first time getting fingered in the ass. Had sex at least 100 times behind a local KFC with my GF with strict parents. Receiving 7 blowthrobs in one showing of the 1989 Batman movie. 2 hours. All from the same girl. All to completion. She was a bit of a fiend. Edit. 1998 equals 1989. Edit 2. My most upvoted comment is about my septuple blowthrob. Yay. Having relations with a cake decorated to look like Mike Wazowski. FFF threesome plus made 2 girls orgasm at once. Prepare for trouble. Make it double. Sleep with 2 women in the same 24 hours and get pregnant scares from both. Threesome in the woods at a rave with 2 girls I had never met before. A very brave taco, you are the MVP of this post. Chipped my tooth. While going down on a chick, she bucked her hips and basically punched me in the mouth with her pelvis bone. Getting a blowy from an ex-GF. An escort now. While she was in a hospital bed with a kidney infection. I gave a former BF a blowjob on the edge of the Grand Canyon. Lesbian 6 under a wall of crucifixes in the living room of her very Catholic family's house while they were in the kitchen. I eased my thumb in a girl's ass while frocking her doggy style. And there was a brown bear in the cave. SO to a very brave taco for making this thread more than a sum of its parts. To everyone else. Read them in the Halo voice. My cards wouldn't be rare. But my whole deck would be the same suit. I've only ever slept with my wife. I fingered a girl to orgasm while we were in a chorus concert. On stage. I was going to brag about the time I actually seduced a stripper in the strip club, banged her in the bathroom, got her phone number and home address and banged the entire weekend at her place, but seeing some of these made me think yours are rarer. Was still an awesome weekend though. Marathon orgasm. Give a woman an orgasm that lasts longer than a minute. Rolling thunder. Give an orgasm within 5 seconds of the last one ending at least twice in a row. May be combined with marathon orgasm for an instant co. I know it's only supposed to be one, but this is a combo so I think it can count as a single play. Edit. Formatting and punctuation. Edit 2. Change to rolling thunder thanks to you, I'm too retarded. IDK to be honest. I think it's between these ones, multiple defeat. Made them orgasm more than 3 times. 1. Miracle spring. 2. Swapping attributes. 3. Trap. Frocked my boss. Get promoted. Frocked my new boss. Got a raise. Girlfriend's mom is a shiny. IDK what the card would be called, but finding out she has a boyfriend in the middle of round 5. Anyone willing to trade? I frocking hate this card. Getting called daddy by a woman that's old enough to be my mother. Twins in the back of their mom's car while in high school. Notice me you, a very brave taco senpai. When I was 19 I started experimenting with every fetish or form of sex that would cross anyone's mind. I'm male. So I started vanilla. I wasn't comfortable enough, so I tried with another guy. Nope, neither position, passive or active, was comfortable. I tried dom AMD being dom, by both male and female. Nope, feet job. Having sex with my best girlfriend. Having sex with her brother, older. Whoa. Men, 29 to 40. Role play. Furry, baby role play. Me being the baby and otherwise. Nope, nada. Zero. Nothing, empty. Every single scenario made me anxious, and made me want to run away. So I confirmed it, I'm asexual. I had a girl I was interested in keep giving me drinks until I would have sex with her. Free drinks and sex. Figure skater that had been approached for a modeling gig as well. She was 6'y and could bend. Blowthrob from a girl who had just fallen on her face and broken 3 of her front teeth. At least I wasn't afraid of getting bitten. Virginity gained back. Lost my virginity in a threesome to one of my best friends and a guy she met. First time I had a threesome. The cops showed up. A woman was crying. I met the mother of the dude I'd just frocked, and he told me he had cancer. I don't even know what to call this card. Watching my girlfriend give a strip show and swallow my buddy's dig on his bachelor night.